Good morning, YouTube, and happy Spooktober, guys. And what a way to kick off Spooktober today than with the highly anticipated Mario Maker 1.1.0 update, which is now live, just announced by Nintendo of America on Twitter and other social media platforms. It is a great day to be a Mario Maker fan, and we are very excited to share with you what has been updated with Mario Maker 2. Again, this has been a highly anticipated update that's been in the works since before the game even came out, and now it is finally here. We are so excited to share it with you guys. So today we are going to be breaking down what is in this patch according to Nintendo's updated notes and our thoughts on that. But before we get started, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for any more notifications on Super Mario Maker and all things gaming. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so we can let you know whenever we upload videos. Don't forget to follow us on Twitch. We are streaming Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, 3 to 8 p.m. Right now, we're almost entirely doing Mario Maker, but we do plenty of games at the same time as well. Stay tuned for that. And then last but not least, don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms. We are on Twitter and Instagram at ViaGaming3. Links will be down in the description below for all of that. That being said, just like Nintendo says, roll up those sleeves and tighten your hard hats. Let's get started. Alright guys, so it looks like version 1.1.0 is now officially live on your Nintendo Switches, so you can go ahead and update that. If you guys need help on updating it, Nintendo does have a little step-by-step, or if not, very simple, just go to your home menu, go ahead and press plus on your game icon and see the drop down list. There should be an update history. You can go ahead and check for updates via the internet. After checking for updates, it'll say whether you need to update it to 1.9.0 or you already updated. You'll know for sure if you're updated after pressing plus. You'll see on the top left hand corner that it will say version 1.1.0 for Mario Maker. Alright, that being said guys, there's a ton of patch notes for this one, so let me go ahead and break that down as quickly as possible, and I'll give you my input on those as well. Alright guys, so this change is coming to network play. It looks like they added play with friends. So you can now play with friends either in multiplayer versus or multiplayer co-op versus. I think that's awesome. You're going to see that button throughout everywhere you go. It's going to be a lot easier to see a course and be like, yo, that course looks awesome, that course looks interesting, let's go ahead and play it together. Sure, you can do that very easily now. That's only for local only. For online, there is a separate mode for that still. But local looks like it will have its own button from now on any course. Whether you're on Coursebot, whether you're on Course World, any of those things, it's all going to be available for you to play multiplayer. So now you can actually do the multiplayer versus filter, look for multiplayer courses, and just go ahead and quickly play with friends instead of having to download it a Coursebot or having that random search that I had before. It's just such a big update for multiplayer. From there, you can now select courses uploaded to Course World as well as courses saved to Coursebot. Again, awesome. It's so good. If you guys have played Network online, you'll see that you can only play the courses that they kind of just randomly distribute to you. You just have to choose what difficulty you want to do. Now you can just choose which course. If you found a course online that was awesome and you want to play that with friends, they can go ahead and share that awesomeness with you. So it's great. It's great. I'm gonna stop saying awesome, but it is a great thing that they added that. You can finally just choose your own course. It's been highly anticipated for me and my friends for sure, so I am psyched to play that for sure. And it looks like there is now support for the Nintendo Switch Online mobile app. Of course, not all of us use it. Most of us are using Discord at this point, but it is easily accessible. To be honest, it's much easier than I remember it. You just open it up and now you can voice chat with anybody. If you have a pair of Bluetooth headphones, it makes it just as convenient. It works pretty well with Nintendo Switch Online, so if anyone was looking forward to that feature, how it's in Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, Splatoon, it is now on Mario Maker 2, which is going to be awesome. And it'll be great also if you're playing with people you met online, people you met on Twitch or Discords. You can just easily sign up for that and do the voice chat through the Nintendo Switch Online. Much better that way. And on top of that, you can also play with those randoms that you're playing with. You can also use Nintendo Switch Online app, so you can voice chat with the randoms that you talk to. So that's really cool. It is a good feature. I'm glad Nintendo actually added that. So there's added features to nearby play. So it looks like you can now play multiplayer co-op mode as well as multiplayer versus mode. goodness, guys, that is gonna make for some awesome content for sure, and that's just gonna be great for a living room play from now on. Before, you could only play co-op, which was the most frustrating thing in the world. But now it looks like you can finally do versus. Oh, it's gonna be such a great time. I cannot wait for that. Me and my friends always like to sit around the couch playing games like Mario Party. Mario Maker 2 was one of those we anticipated to. Lo and behold, to our disappointment, you can only play co-op modes, which is good. It's not that bad, but you know, we want to do things like games, contests, drinking games, things like that with multiplayer versus, and those are all locked, and there's some great multiplayer versus courses that you guys need to check out. So we were very saddened by that, but now it is finally here. We're so excited for that. It's gonna make for a lot of content for sure, so be sure to subscribe to the channel for that. For this, you can now also play courses on Coursebot and Coursebot, just like multiplayer online. And now for me, the crazy thing is now when you're playing a course that's saved to Coursebot, the host system does not need to be connected to the internet. So it wasn't a huge deal for the most part. Once you're playing locally, everyone's gonna probably connect to the internet, but at least the host needed to connect to the internet before. Now when you're playing on Coursebot, you don't need an internet connection whatsoever. You could be underground, you could be in the car, and you can play online now. That is gonna be a huge thing, especially for mobile gamers. Going to the park and being able to do that now. Going in your car, being able to do that. Going 20 miles underground, you're gonna be able to do that now. It's awesome. I'm so excited for that. They also added LAN play, so players can connect to the same LAN and now wirelessly play together. After selecting network play, you can switch to LAN play mode by clicking in the left stick or pressing the L or R buttons. So LAN play is now a thing. We don't really use LAN play in this household, so it's not gonna be a huge deal to us, but I know it does make for some better connections. Could even make for some better gameplay for some, so that's gonna be a huge addition as well. LAN play is something I didn't even think any of us expected. Now, if the connection is unstable before multiplayer co-op or multiplayer versus starts, the match will be canceled automatically, which is going to be great. I just hope that doesn't mean that we are not able to play online whatsoever, because the connections on Mario Maker 2 online can be a little bit stingy and just very laggy. They can be very laggy, so I hope that doesn't mean, I'm sure it's not going to mean that they're just going to cut every match at this point, but it feels like they are at this point, because a lot of them are very laggy. That being said though, it's good. It's not letting you be stuck in that, because before you can easily get stuck in a course that doesn't clear and you can't quit, but now it'll quit for you, which is great. Alright, in multiplayer co-op, now when everyone chooses let's start over, the time will reset. So I don't know if you guys have done this recently, you've had a problem with that, but when you do let's start over and everyone agrees, it restarts to the beginning of the course, but the time restarts. The time doesn't restart, sorry. That's a problem, only because, well, now you just wait out most of the time. You just wait out until the time runs out, and then you can actually restart. So you can tell just with this feature, they've actually fixed something that was almost completely broken about multiplayer co-op. It was a real pain, honestly, dealing with that in multiplayer co-op. It really turned off me and my friends from playing that ever. So now we're gonna be playing that. So that's exciting. Looks like they changed the look of the gauge for S+, which is the highest rank in multiplayer versus, and that's a cool feature. That's a nifty feature that they added. If a player breaks builder blocks after a warp point, the other players will now be able to break them and proceed forward. Also a good feature. This is another thing that really bricks the game. It'll cheese the game, honestly, but now it won't do that. You won't have a lot of problems with that at all anymore. Looks like all players will be able to take the same amount of time to move through a warp pipe regardless of the state of their character. So sometimes this will be a problem as well. You'll definitely encounter that before 1.1.0. Now, zero problems there. It's great. And then, of course, after upgrading to 1.1.0, you'll no longer be able to match up players using version 1.0.1 or lower in network play. So upgrade those systems. You know what? I don't even think they let you play online with 1.0.1 anymore. So, I mean, just update your system. Do it now. Alright, so course info. Looks like you can now play together directly from any course uploaded to a player's profile. So again, they're adding the play together button everywhere. I think it's a good thing. It's a button. There's a space there for it, so let's just add it. Come on, guys. It was a good idea from the first place. I'm glad you're finally adding it now. And they also simplified the display comments containing stamps in view comments. Not bad, not bad. On the maker profile, they added a refresh update button to the courses uploaded. Small feature that is going to go a long way. Some people are uploading constantly. Some people are waiting for someone to upload a course, especially big streamers. clears. So now you can just hit the refresh button and bam, it'll be there for sure. They also added a list showing a user's 100 most recent first clears. So before there was 0 first clears to my knowledge, and now it looks like they added a button officially so you can see all of your first clears in the most recent 100s. That's pretty cool. You see a lot of players playing it new all the time and being the first to clear. And now you can see how many times they have made that record. So now it's a new stat that Mario Maker players would want to achieve as well. Everyone's trying to get the best record. Now you can get the first clears, and especially for the tough levels, that's going to be exciting. And especially to see that first clear on like that troll level that no one passes, or that, you know, precision courses that no one passes, to see that on your course is going to, oh man, it's going to lift your spirits for sure. And now it displays a user's total number of first clears, just like we mentioned, and it now displays a user's total number of world record time. So that's actual total. It's going to be awesome. That gives your own personal profile a good boost, a good ego boost, and everyone's going to respect that. So that's awesome. And from there, there's updates for makers and official makers as well. They've added a list of official makers onto the leaderboard. So if you go ahead and check out the leaderboards, you're going to see a lot of like Nintendo of America, if I'm not mistaken, it's called NA, EU, JP for North America, Europe, Japan. All these different types of courses from official course creators that upload their courses. So you're going to see like the invitational courses there and all that stuff that you've seen from streams, from E3 and all that stuff. So that's pretty exciting, honestly. I think it's going to be really good. In fact, we're actually going to go through and likely play those courses back and upload them to YouTube so you guys can see the official makers lists, and we'll play those for you, of course. Now, as for the course makers, you can now use touch with button controls in handheld mode. So before, when you're using touch mode, you could only do touch mode and that's it, but now you can actually switch off on and off between button mode and stylus mode, or touchscreen mode. So there is the touchscreen stylus for Nintendo Switch that is available now. I think it's like the Mario Maker design. It might be a third-party one, but in the future, when Brain Age Academy launches, they're gonna launch their own official Nintendo stylus exclusive for the Nintendo Switch screen. So that's gonna be really exciting. Look forward to that for sure. And you can also go back to touch-only controls or toggle it on and off through the settings. So the settings are gonna be in the bottom right, and that shows you how you can toggle all that. A small fix that goes a super long way that I just can't believe wasn't already a thing. You can now play with the horizontal Joy-Con in all game modes. There was actually exclusions to what game modes you can play horizontally. Really ridiculous to me that I'm glad, again, they patched. We should make a ridiculous list at this point, because there's a lot of things in this game that should have been fixed in the first place. I'm sorry, Nintendo, but they should have been in there in the first place. For them to not have it ready at that time, was the game ready to be released yet? I don't know. So I'm glad this is another thing that they've added that I'm super glad about. And then the last big key note that Nintendo added, looks like other issues have been fixed to make for a more pleasant gaming experience. So good on you, Nintendo. Good on you. This is a great update. Again, I'm not trying to diss Nintendo. I love Nintendo. I am a loyal Nintendo consumer all time. It's just, I am glad. Let me just say, I am glad that they updated Mario Maker to 1.1.0. It sounds like it's a perfect update for all of us to finally enjoy this game. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you off with 3 questions. If you want to go ahead and answer them in the comment section below, I can definitely answer those. 1, was this a good update? Was it actually worth the wait and the anticipation? 2, was it worth the wait at all? Is it too little too late for Nintendo to do this to Mario Maker? Is it going to go back in the dump just like Super Mario Party unfortunately did? God, I love that game. I can't believe they never really updated it beyond, what was it, a tweak? That's crazy. And 3, are there any Mario Maker updates left that you would like to see? Maybe some added game modes. Everyone's talking about Super Mario 64 style, right? Let's see. Alright, well, thank you very much for waiting. It was a long list of updates. This is definitely the biggest update yet to Mario Maker 2. And again, just the most anticipated one, the one I'm the most grateful for. I really appreciate that, Nintendo. But don't forget to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. Even if you enjoyed it a little bit, every like, every comment, every subscription goes a long way. And hit that bell for notifications on when we upload videos. Again, don't forget to check us out on Twitch and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you very much, guys. I'm looking forward to playing this. We're actually going to stream this tonight, so I'm super looking forward to playing this again. Take care, guys.